Hey folks, Mike Johnson here. If it's got wheels and an engine, you're in the right place. On this channel, we dive into car repairs, maintenance tips, and everything you need to keep your ride running smooth. If you're into cars and want to keep learning, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. All right, enough talking. Let's get into it.
When your air conditioning isn't working properly, things get pretty hot. Okay, it was cheesy, but we had to make light of the situation, mainly because we understand that having a broken air conditioning system is the worst. The good news is that once you've determined that a faulty AC condenser is to blame, replacing it isn't a big deal. Let's evaluate a few options and determine which course is best for you. Cost of changing a car air conditioning condenser. When it comes to replacing your condenser, the price depends on the type of vehicle you own. It's typical to spend between €200 and €600 for the parts, including the coolant. If you can't do the repair yourself, you are also looking at between €200 and €300 for a mechanic to fix it. Many times, the car may end up needing more than just a condenser. Don't be surprised if you discover that it also needs lines and seals. Do-it-yourself air conditioning condenser replacement. Taking your car to a mechanic for AC condenser replacement? Many times, the car may end up needing more than just a condenser. Don't be surprised if you discover that it also needs lines and seals. You need to use proper recovery and evacuation equipment when working on a car air conditioning system. Releasing refrigerant into the atmosphere is bad for the environment and can lead to chemical burns. For this reason, most air conditioning repair work is not for do-it-yourself projects, but rather left to certified professionals. If you want to pay attention to everything I say, listen carefully to this. Your air conditioning system is under extremely high pressure. When it's running, it operates at several hundred psi and can cause serious injury and blindness if the refrigerant gas isn't properly contained. Not only that, but it's illegal to vent refrigerant gas into the atmosphere. Anyone working on air conditioning systems must have a license, specialized training, and certification. Changing the air conditioning condenser. If you choose to do the job yourself, here are the tools you'll need and the steps to follow. Tools required for this task: manifold gauge set, recovery machine, and tank, AC line, O-ring socket set, eye protection, condenser, refrigerant. Key set note: it is illegal to discharge refrigerant gas into the atmosphere. Anyone working on air conditioning systems must have a license, specialized training, and certification. Steps to change the air conditioning condenser. Step 1. Unload and recover AC refrigerant. Connect the manifold gauge set. Make sure there are no leaks and that all connections are tight. Connect the yellow hose to the recovery machine. Next, attach your blue hose to the low side while the red hose connects to the high side. Make sure all pressures are checked while the engine is running. Give the machine time to recover all the refrigerant. When both gauges read 0, the process is complete. Step 2. Remove all parts in the way of the condenser. This may involve removing the headlights, radiator, mounting brackets, grille, or condenser fan. Leave the condenser in place for the time being. Carefully remove the old AC condenser, making sure it doesn't get caught in pipes or wiring. Step 5. Install your new condenser. Match the parts to make sure you have the right model. The mounting locations should all remain the same. Pour new refrigerant oil into the condenser. Consult your factory service manual for the correct amount. Step 6. Install AC lines and replace O-rings. Make sure your O-rings are coated with oil to ensure a good seal. Before attempting to install the replacement AC condenser, ensure that all mounting locations are the same and that it is the correct model. Step 7. Reinstall the remaining parts. Step 8. Place your air conditioning system under vacuum for at least 30 minutes. Once you're sure there are no leaks, you can recharge the system. To make sure there are no leaks, place your air conditioning system under vacuum for at least 30 minutes. Step 9. Recharge the air conditioning system. You need to use the right amount of refrigerant for everything to work properly. It's wise to charge your system while running the engine at 1500 RPM or more. Step 10. Check the work. Once the repairs are complete, you'll want to test the air conditioning system. Give it at least 5 minutes to stabilize. It's wise to load your system while running the engine at 1500 RPM or more. Why flushing the air conditioning condenser is almost always a bad idea. Everyone's looking to save money, we get it. There are many places where saving money on your car is a good thing. Any job you can do yourself is a way to avoid paying expensive repair bills. But, there's one area I simply can't recommend saving money on: air conditioning condenser flushes. Time and time again at the dealership, I've listened to customers tell me that their vehicle doesn't need a condenser, it just needs a flush. Of course, I didn't argue with them, but I did gently warn them against the practice. I won't lie, there were times when nothing went wrong and the customer left satisfied with his repaired air conditioners. Other times, customers weren't so lucky. If you need an air conditioning condenser, take the plunge and buy one. You don't want to face the cost of what might happen after a flush. If you need an air conditioning condenser, take the plunge and buy one. You don't want to face the cost of what might happen after a flush. It can't be that bad, you say. Let me tell you the worst-case scenario. Your air conditioning system, especially the condenser, contains debris, solid contaminants, and sludge. It's like the bottom of the barrel in your cooling system. All this waste accumulates at the bottom of the system. When the contaminants are rinsed away and eventually reflux to other components, you end up with repeated compressor failure or worse. Just ask Ford how they got on with the FX-15 compressors. They referred to the problems after a flush as the Black Death. Once the black sludge got throughout the system, customers had no choice but to replace the condenser as well as the orifice tube, compressor, hose, and accumulator. By the way, when customers insisted on flushing, it also voided their warranty. Trying to save a few dollars in this case simply isn't worth it. Change the condenser yourself? With the right tools, a little expertise and a lot of patience, you'll have no trouble tackling the condenser replacement yourself. Just do us a favor and make sure you take steps to protect the environment in the process. A little air conditioning isn't worth destroying our future. In conclusion, changing a faulty air conditioning condenser may seem daunting, but with the right tools and a step-by-step approach, it can be a manageable task. Remember to prioritize safety by disconnecting power and following manufacturer guidelines. By taking the time to properly install the new condenser, you can ensure your air conditioning system runs efficiently and effectively. Thank you for watching, and we hope this guide has empowered you to tackle your air conditioning repairs with confidence.